Docu. I got this on my way. So drift. 나나만 보고 driving like round, round. Let me hear you say. Everybody say oh. Hey. Undercover, hey, need my name. Yes, my love. Let's down. Tell you all every day, every night. We got the time. We don't give a fuck. 우리 손을 그어줘.
What is up, everyone? My name is Tony. Welcome back to my channel where I react to K-pop and all other kinds of music. If you're new here, welcome. Hope you enjoy my reaction. If you do, please consider liking and subscribing. Definitely helps me out. You can also feel free to follow me on Instagram and or Twitter if you are interested. Links are down in the description. I always follow back. And yeah, other than that, back with some SB19. So firstly, I just want to say thank you to 18 who have been subscribing like crazy, and I've now gotten over 3K subscribers on my channel, which is like crazy to me. I just want you guys to know that I am always like shook whenever whenever I reach like a new milestone in my subscribers, because I just created this channel as like I don't know how to describe it. I just created this channel on a whim to share my love of music with other people. Like, I genuinely just love music. Like, it's kind of like I don't know, like an escape for me. So I just kind of created this channel because I wanted to explore new music and enjoy music with others. So I just kind of started this whole thing like willy-nilly. Like, if you go back and watch like my first reactions on my channel, like, they were so bad. Bad lighting, bad video quality, bad mic quality, audio quality. Like, everything about my first videos were so bad. So to think that I've like gotten to the point where like I have a nice camera, I have a microphone, I have like nice lighting, and like it's been a journey, that is for sure. And it's just been fun like watching my channel grow, and just connecting with everyone on, you know, a deeper level other than just music reactions. You know, I have my Discord that people talk to me on and stuff like that. So like I just want to say like I appreciate 18 so much for like helping me reach this new milestone of 3K subscribers, because it's not something I ever like expected. Like, it's just weird to think about like having that many subscribers. And I know that like a lot of reactors have like way more than that, and 3K really isn't that much in the grand scheme of things, but to me it means a lot. So I just want to say thank you, and I sincerely appreciate the new subscribers. I hope you all are enjoying my SB19 journey. Now that I've gotten to a bit more of their music, I want to start getting into like videos of like kind of learning more about the members, their personalities, their journey, how they came together, you know, stuff like that. I'm very, very curious. So like I said, like I'm fully prepared to deep dive into SB19. A lot of you guys were talking about, are you joining the farm? Yes, I think I'm already there. To be quite honest with you, I think I'm already in the farm. I was actually joking with like one of my subscribers who is an 18. She was telling me like what all of the individual fandom names are. So like how Stell fans are berries, and I think Josh's fans are like barbecue, and Ken's fans are like chicken or something. Like, and I was like, why are all of their fandom names related to food? I was like, is there like a purpose for that? Like, And then whenever you guys started saying, like, welcome to the farm and stuff, I just started cracking up because I already knew that their individual fandom names were, like, based on food. So I just thought that was hilarious. But so I will say, like, that it takes me a while to find a bias in a group, if I ever find one. I'm definitely always like OT whatever group number, because I'm here to appreciate the whole group, not just, you know, one or two members. Like, I'm here to appreciate them as a whole. So a lot of people even find it fun to, like, determine who my bias is, because sometimes it's hard to tell, because I do like to talk about every single member and appreciate all of their talents and skills and stuff. So I think it's funny that in my Crimson reaction, a lot of you guys were thinking that I was Stell biased. I don't know. It's yet to be determined. I was hoping this docu-series by Casual Chuck would help me kind of determine my bias, but I feel like it's probably not. I feel like I'm probably going to be OT5, maybe with, like, a leaning towards specific members. I don't really know. I really can't tell you. But we shall see in my journey of what's going to happen. But I like the terminology that you guys keep mentioning. I think it's, please correct me if I'm wrong in my pronunciation, but I think it's Mahalima. If I'm saying that incorrectly, please tell me. Where it's like, you know, loving and appreciating all 5 members. If I'm understanding that correctly, which I thought was also, you know, really, 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 really precious. Like, I love that terminology. It's really nice. I like that that you created a word for it, you know what I mean? But anyways, on to the docu-series. I'm sorry, I know I talk too much. I'm excited for this. This looks like a really good, like, you know, like, documentary that he created, so I'm excited to watch it. There's 6 episodes. Not quite sure if I'm going to be able to get through all of them today, but I'm just going to, like, start the playlist and see how far I get, and then if I have to finish it later, I'll finish it later. But I'm excited to, like, get the breakdown on, like, each member and, you know, their stories, and then their story as a group, and, like, you know, all of that stuff. So I'm really, really excited to watch this for sure. But yeah, I've also been enjoying your comments and, like, reading more about them through your comments as well. But I just want to learn more about them and their personalities and things like that. So I'm excited to hop into this. I'm just gonna start the playlist and just, like, go through, see how far I get, see what happens. I mean, the videos aren't, like, too long, but I don't know how much time I have because I have to hop on a call later, but we'll see how far I get. Because I tend to pause and talk a lot too, so, like, that is an added factor to how long my reactions get. But anyways, let's hop into it. I'm excited. That's cute.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible.
We appreciate you for that. I appreciate you. 2016. Okay, so we're going back in time to 2016 when I was in college. I was in my 3rd year of college. I graduated 2017. Yeah. I was in my 3rd year of college. Okay. I'm trying to, like, sometimes I like to think about where I was whenever, you know, these events were happening, so.
This is Cult Triple,
Triple,
a group of talented performers and comedians from Korea you've probably never heard of.
I have not heard of them.
They were formed back in 1994 when the word K-pop hasn't even been invented. In 2002, one of the members made the biggest mistake of his life, which will change the entire course of P-pop
What is this story? What? What happened? I'm curious. I'm invested. But
Do you
by the
remember
way, guys, I just want to let you know, like, even though, like, I initially started my reactions to K-pop, I really am not that, like, well-versed in K-pop. Like, yes, I know a lot of the groups, and yes, I know, like, the K-pop culture, but I really only started getting into K-pop, like, 2.5, 3 years ago. Like, probably 3, to be honest with you. Probably about 3 years ago now. Like, other than that, before that, the only thing I really knew was Gangnam Style. Like, that was pretty much the only K-pop song I was aware of. So, in the grand scheme of things, like, I'm honestly, like, relatively new to K-pop and the K-pop culture, so I really don't know a lot. But I'm learning as I go along, and I never knew that I would learn things through a docu-series about a P-pop group, so that's really interesting to me.
this song?
There's so little!
It all started with this man, Jong Song-han. When he left the trio in 2002 to become an entrepreneur, Cult Triple became Cult 2. Most of their fans definitely thought that Song-han's decision was a huge mistake because the remaining members started racking up different awards in the entertainment industry. If he only stuck around, he would have gotten those awards too. But this man's decision was final. He used all of his savings to build an event organizing company called Show BT Entertainment. Yep, I'm talking about Tatang Robin. Tatang noticed how passionate Filipino fans were during the rise of K-pop, so he wanted to organize K-pop concerts and events that promote Korean and Filipino culture. To make that happen, he needed entertainers, a group of young people that would be part of the package of their service as an event organizer. We are talking about people who can do dancing, singing, and even act as servants like waiting tables and assisting guests. So he held an audition and hundreds of young talents applied.
I find it interesting. He was trying to make K-pop international way before anyone ever had plans to do that. Really interesting.
30 of them passed as trainees. They were then called Nara, which in Korean means country and is the national tree of the Philippines. They went to multiple events together, including the fan meeting event of the K-pop group called Off-Road.
I've never heard of Off-Road before.
After numerous events, Tatang Robin saw something special when it comes to Filipino talent. He realized that some of his trainees were far too talented to just end up as small-time performers. So he decided to launch the first P-pop boy group that underwent strict Korean-type training. Out of the 30 trainees, only few have made it. Gian Paolo Nase.
Oh, I'm learning.
He always wanted to be a performer.
I'm learning full government names. Okay.
As a young dreamer, he joined several competitions as a soloist and also a member of the K-pop dance cover group called PHP. As a trainee, he was the guy who shows up early and leaves late despite juggling a full-time job as a data analyst to provide for his family. He was the first one selected due to his undeniable diligence and leadership qualities. He is known to have critically acclaimed songwriting ability, a badass rapper, and was often dubbed as a genius, but he consistently denied it because he claimed to be just a hard worker.
He is a genius, I agree.
This made him the destined leader of the group. He debuted with the name Sejun, but later changed his name to Pablo.
Interesting.
Now that the methodical leader is chosen, they needed more members. Tatang Robin just got a genius composer in Pablo, so they needed someone who can dance. And this next guy is exactly that. And even more.
Sylvester
Ahero.
That's such a cute name.
He was
I'm sorry,
only
that's
16
such a cute
when he
name.
started competing as a dancer while studying. He was a born winner despite growing up as a bullied kid. He made performing his escape from the harsh reality of the world. He did a great job channeling the negative aspect of his life and converting it by winning multiple K-pop dance cover competitions with his group Saeon. He is also a hard worker. He was teaching dance to kids while competing. There was a point when he worked too hard that it threatened his life due to poor health. He is a very skilled choreographer. In fact, he's the main culprit behind most of SB19's snappy and amazingly synchronized dance routines. But little did they know that dancing wasn't even his only talent. He easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because his
he's
vocals
a really good
were
singer.
just
I'm still on your side.
out of this world.
I'm sorry, the look at the camera at the end.
Estelle, the main vocalist, the lead dancer, and choreographer of the group.
Oh yeah.
Josh Cullen Santos became homeless at the age of 16 and it was his decision. He's had the worst childhood among the other members.
For context, by the way, I'm watching this after I reacted to Josh's 1999 music video, so I am aware of his upbringing.
Growing up
his
in a toxic environment to being physically abused as a kid by their nanny. At an early age, he witnessed what it feels like to be a member of a middle-class family that went rock bottom in just a matter of months. He experienced getting evicted from apartments to smaller rooms. It came to a point when his family had nothing to eat but ketchup and salt. They had no permanent address. Because of that, Josh and his sister dropped out of school multiple times, so they got bullied at school for being repeaters. Sometimes he would get into fistfights for defending her. Josh had enough of this, so he took matters into his own hands by leaving. He became independent and started working as an internet cafe attendant.
What a
Using
strong
his
guy.
own income, he took the alternative learning system and was able to finish his high school degree. He clearly had no background in performing. Not until he met new friends from the dance community, which led to him meeting Stell and Seyon. They became co-members and went on to win numerous K-pop dance cover competitions all over Asia. They even met BTS during one of their winning runs in Korea.
I remember someone mentioning this
In a
to
way,
me.
Josh was saved by Stell after trying so hard to save himself. And it paid off because after training, Josh ended up debuting as the lead rapper and dancer of the group. Justin De Dios didn't have to audition. Apparently, he was a very good-looking guy that when he joined a talent workshop as a teenager, Show BT immediately took notice and offered him to become a trainee to improve his singing and dancing skills. He was one of the late joiners, and when he did, he immediately saw a familiar face in Josh.
You look familiar.
Apparently, the two had a stint in performing together in a K-pop dance cover group called Zero to Hero.
Hey, welcome to my world, let's do this.
Everybody wants to cover Hard Carry, and I'm here for it. Hard Carry is such a good song.
So Justin as well wasn't new in the world of performing. He auditioned to be a part of the televised Pinoy boy band Superstar show, but he didn't even make it to the live auditions. Perhaps it was fate. He didn't have great singing skills at the time. It was only when he became a trainee that he improved astoundingly in the vocal department. He went on to finish his college degree in multimedia arts while training, which earned him a skill in filmmaking. He then got selected to debut as the main visual, the sub-vocalist, and the creative director of the group.
Wow.
He was the would-be director behind the record-breaking P-pop music video, What, and more. But that's a story for another video. At this point, Show BT seemed to have completed the group. 4 members in a P-pop group, a nice even number. 2 rappers and 2 vocalists. They were perfectly balanced, but they felt like something was missing. Perhaps someone was missing. Someone who could take this already great group of guys and push them to achieve the next level.
Yes.
The extraordinary level. Someone so naturally gifted that he could stand out in the presence of the already talented group of young artists. This venture that Tatang Robin took needed an apex, so he started the online auditions. When Josh heard about it, he was like, I know a guy. Philip John Suson is such a specimen. He was so naturally gifted that excelling in sports looked like a walk in the park for him. He grew up in the church under the care of his grandparents. He was an artistic kid, so he was active as an editorial cartoonist in school.
Oh,
Nobody taught him to play musical instruments. He taught himself by just
an
listening
all-rounder,
to the music, so
a
he
true
ended up
all-rounder
becoming
that,
a
like,
southpaw guitarist.
everything
He
comes
later fixed
naturally.
it as he learned more. He didn't even know that he could dance until he was forced to in order to get good grades during their school intrams. After discovering dance, he transformed from a guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly. Because of his raw talent, he ended up teaching dance to the entire school and continued on to form a K-pop dance cover group called Amigo 7.
Yeah, this is the video my friend sent me.
His group gave Josh's group so much trouble during their early competitions because they were very good rivals. So he decided to recruit him. But Philip was hundreds of islands away and didn't have the money. What did Josh do? He shelled out for his plane ticket. With nothing else to lose, Philip went and left his previous life in the countryside. He then trained with the boys and officially debuted.
The fact that Josh goes from a traumatic childhood, homeless, no money, to working his ass off in a internet cafe and doing all of this to make a group, to the point where he also pays for Philip's like plane ticket to come join. I knew that I just already had the vibe that they were like just a genuine group of guys. I already had that feeling. I like to think that I'm a pretty good judge of character myself. I'm pretty good at picking out who's a bullshitter. You know what I mean? Like fake people. I can pick them out pretty easily. You know what I mean? And when I first got into SB19, I just found them so genuine and humble. But to actually hear more details about their stories is just absolutely insane. They really went from the bottom, the absolute bottom, and worked themselves up to where they are now. And it's just it's so inspiring. And I just given their stories, I'm just amazed already. And I'm only on the first episode of this docu series. It's insane. I don't know. Man, I can just tell that they're very and I already know that they give back to the community a lot, which I absolutely adore them for. But yeah, I don't know, I'm just shook the more that I learn about them. There's some things that you guys had already told me in the comments, but I don't know, to actually get a visual of their journey is really, really crazy, to be honest with you. But anyway, I just had to say that.
The main dancer, the bass vocalist, and the lead rapper of the group. One thing to note is that they were an unlikely bunch because they wouldn't have met each other if Tatang Robin stayed with his already successful group in Korea. Justin failed his first audition, so he didn't even bother to audition again because he thought he wasn't ready. And Josh wouldn't have attempted to recruit Ken if Show BT's training program didn't even exist. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the butterfly effect. When a small and seemingly insignificant occurrence has a rippling effect through time, leading to a consequential event sometime long after the initial event, or as Google would put it, a phenomenon whereby a minute localized change in a complex system can have a large effects elsewhere. Tatang Robin's so-called mistake back in 2002 led to forming the future P-pop kings. In 2018, SB19 was formed. The name of the group was carefully picked. The number 19 is the sum of Korea and the Philippines area code digits 82 and 63. So 8 plus 2 plus 6 plus 3 is 19. SB doesn't only mean Show BT. It is all about their ultimate goal for Pinoy sound to break into the music industry, which is fearlessly represented by this praise. Soundbreak.
This is a really good docu-series, I have to say. The Zone. Yeah, I have to say, I don't know anything about Casual Chuck. I just found out about him through you guys. But I have to say, he created a very succinct docuseries that's also like very like easy to understand, and he also made it very like dramatic, which I really enjoy, like the dramatic like music, like background music, and but also threw in some humor in there too with like some memes and stuff like that. So I'm really enjoying this. This is like a really well put together docuseries, to be honest with you.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible, so enjoy. Just a quick correction to episode 1, Josh didn't only recruit Ken but also Justin. Josh told Justin about the workshop, which gave him the opportunity to become a show BT trainer.
Josh be
Now that we
recruiting
got
everybody.
that out of the way, let's get into the video.
Get in the zone.
Everyone has that one thing that makes them feel good about themselves. Like they're in control. Everything else could be going completely haywire.
Ano ba yan, Stel? Ano ba yung ayos mo na yan? Talagang style yan o ano?
Like the world is completely falling apart around you.
I know, are we gonna get emotional?
Ng tao kung gaano kami naghihirap.
It's gonna get emotional and I'm gonna cry.
But when you're doing that one thing, life is wonderful. And that makes everything worth it.
몬테로 씨, 검사 결과가 나왔습니다.
임신인가요?
아니요, 임신은 아닙니다.
Then why do I feel weak lately?
Mrs. Montero, you are HIV positive.
Addie Hong. She could have easily become a popular celebrity in the Philippines. Back in Korea, she was a well-established theater actress, a vocal, dance, and beauty coach, a one-woman show. But instead, she chose to use her experience to guide and nurture the boys to reach their highest potential. Along with Tatang Robin, she was also one of the main reasons why SB19 is where they are now. She is popularly known as Miss Hongganda, and we will see her often in this video. Before SB19's debut, they tried to establish an online presence, so on May 16, 2018, they created their Facebook page. This could possibly be the unofficial date they were formed. They started posting song covers like these.
Send me your location, let's focus on communicating, cause I just need the time and place to come through, yeah. I hope he buys you flowers, I hope he holds your hand.
It looks so little.
And dance covers like these.
Lean with it, stab with
Ooh.
it. Don't fuck now, stab with it. Nay, then you stop.
They became more active in social media while maintaining their regular performances in small events. They did this until it was almost time for their debut.
Wow.
We have good news for you guys. Kasi after the very, very long wait, finally, finally.
I have to say that's kind of a smart move. It's kind of a smart move to give people like little tidbits about like, you know, what to expect and like how talented they are to like build a fan base before officially like starting your debut. Like I have to say, like they were pretty smart about it.
Debut single entitled
October 26, 2018. SB19 finally debuted with their ballad single called Tila Luha. But did you know that it wasn't the only song that they had at the time? They also had love goals, but they chose to debut with Tila Luha to capture the hearts of the Filipino people because the lyrics are in Tagalog. They then started promoting their debut song in every way they could think of. November 17, 2018 marked SB19's first ever livestream to promote their debut single.
Magsimulan natin ang first SB Talent Camp Facebook Live.
Ganyan po yun.
3. Let's wait for 10 na lang. 10 viewers.
Despite the very few viewers, they went all out to entertain them.
Yarobon!
They're so cute.
Ganun! Amu, bego payo.
Height is already cute. Oh, wait. Sa wakas, dumating na rin ang oras na aking pinakahihintay. Matagal-tagal na rin nagsaray. Sige lang, sige, handa pa na para bang wala pang angabang na darama. Bigay mo na, machine gun, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Ladies and gentlemen, among this
They're so cute.
chic member.
Yup, they did all that in front of just a little over 10 viewers.
Wow.
You can still watch the whole live stream to this day on their official Facebook page.
Wow.
They also perform in schools, malls, nursing homes, and even orphanages. But their debut only received a lukewarm reception. The stream count didn't move as fast as they have hoped for. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. But their grind continued. After the disappointing debut, they started preparing for a comeback.
Today, nandito kami sa recording studio. Nagre-record kami ng kanta namin. Ito mismo yung parang kwento ng SB19.
Yung lyrics mismo ng song namin is about pangarap ng SB19. Parang nagsimula yung lahat.
Ito po talaga yung kantang gugulat sa lahat.
They collaborated with a critically acclaimed Korean producer, Oh Woon Lee, who's behind the success of TVXQ and Stray Kids. Pablo, with the help of the boys, wrote the song as they began to enter the go-up era. They started practicing their go-up dance routine, which was intricately choreographed by Stel and Ken. They were required to practice 30 times daily until they reached 1,000 reps. And boy, they did it. They were even challenged to perform the dance routine at double speed.
I'm guessing it's a really hard choreo. I'll watch the whole thing. I promise you.
Yep, that was not even in fast forward. Now that they have reached the quota, it was time for them to shoot a music video. July 19, 2019. SB19 dropped their Go Up music video. Expectations were higher because this was the song that showcased their singing, dancing, and songwriting skills. But for some reason, it has also met a lukewarm reception. They then started promoting the song using the methods they know. They even reacted to their own music video.
So cute. Aww, babies.
But none of their efforts made a significant impact. After that, you would think that it was the biggest setback. But not until August 17, 2019. This was when the Go Up press conference happened. This was supposed to be an effort for them to establish a presence in the media world. They were interviewed by professional journalists, but instead of receiving a warm welcome, most of what they got was straight up disrespect.
Pero kanina pa ako bothered. Ano ba yan, Stel? Ano ba yung ayos mo yan? Talagang style yan o ano?
What?
Hindi lang ginawang Stel ah.
Yung style ko po ba or yung makeup? Kasi po, clear ko po, yung name ko po, Stel, kasi po galit po siya, yung full name ko po is Stel Bester po. Opo, Stel Bester po. Opo, kasi po yung mama ko po, idol niya po si Sylvester.
I was gonna say that! I was gonna say that when I first saw his name, his like real name. I was like, Sylvester Stallone. I'm like, I just, shit like that pisses me off so much. Like, why are you questioning his style? Who cares if he enjoys... I can't with this stuff because I just get so annoyed. I don't know, especially when it comes to gender specific things, like society set up gender specific things, not, you know what I mean? Like, no one ever, I don't know, it just like annoys me. Like, just be who you want to be. Why do we have to disrespect people? Like, who cares if men wear makeup? Who cares if girls wear men's clothes? Like, who cares? Who cares? Why is it your problem? It's not. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna go on a tangent. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. It just makes me so mad. I'm actually a very big fan of men wearing nail polish. It's like, it's a thing for me. Just saying. I really love when men wear nail polish.
Tapos po, yung style ko naman po ngayon, actually po, hindi ko po alam eh. Kumbaga, kung ano lang po yung naisip ko, ito yung suot ko, sige, ganito na nga lang yung buhok ko, parang ganito.
Yeah, he just wants to express himself how he wants. Like, leave him alone.
So lahat kayo straight.
Why does that matter?
May gulot po.
What? I'm getting so pissed off. Excuse me? Why does that matter? What does their sexual orientation have to do with anything? And nor is it any of your fucking business. Y'all, I didn't know I was gonna get pissed off watching this shit. Excuse me?
Pero wala po. Wala po.
So lahat kayo straight.
Opo.
You should don't even answer the question. Don't even answer the fucking question. Like, that makes me mad.
Pero may gulot po. May gulot po. Ako lang. Sakali mo po gulot talaga ako, wala naman po masama doon.
Hindi ba, siguro nilawin ko na po yung Estel. Kasi po, madalas po siya kasi mas matagal na po kami magkaibigan. Close din po kasi siya madalas sa mga babae. So siguro po, baka po akalain yung medyo...
You don't even have to explain, Josh. You shouldn't even... You shouldn't even have to explain anything.
Hindi, joke lang. Pero yun nga po, ganun lang po siguro, parang medyo...
Who cares?
Meron lang po siya ibang parang banners na girly, pero hindi, wala pong ganun sa
At least na-clear na kanina about sa bading issue. Kasi sabi
The issue! I'm gonna punch a motherfucker in the face. The issue. The gay issue. Is this where we're at right now? Like, genuinely? Why is everyone so obsessed with sexuality? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know, that just really... Calm down. Calm down. I just want you guys to know that there's a reason why I have a safety pin tattoo. And the reason why I have a safety pin tattoo, if you guys don't know, safety pins are a symbolism for being a safe person. So no matter your gender, no matter your sexual orientation, no matter your culture, no matter your religious, background, no matter what, I will always be a safe person, and I want to be considered a safe person to everyone. You know what I mean? Like, all are welcomed here to my channel, no matter what. I don't care what your sexual orientation is. I don't care what your religion is. I don't care. As long as you're a kind person and you're decent and you're respectful, I don't care. I just want to say that because I don't know if that's like, I don't know if that's obvious to people or not, but I just want to say, like, I genuinely, like, all are welcome here. As long as you're nice and you're kind to everyone and respectful, like, that's all that matters to me, personally. I just...
You're not bothered by the fact that you sound like a Korean. Hindi kayo napapakalat nun sa tunog nyo na hindi kayo Pilipino, kundi Korean.
Hindi po kami nababother kasi po,
Kasi ako bothered ako.
How did...
Despite all the judgment, they handled the interview professionally. As the event concluded, the boys broke down to tears backstage and comforted each other. Perhaps they're just human beings, and the thick skin they develop all throughout those years can only take so much punishment, especially when it went straight to their hearts. They all broke down. This made them question themselves if they were still doing the right thing. It casted so much doubt that it made them all decide to call it quits.
Oh my god!
Everyone left, except Stel. He received the most hate, but he was the one left standing. Perhaps he was a good example of someone who has entered the zone. Someone who managed to tap into the altered state of consciousness where time disappears and he becomes so focused that not even judgment could stop him from doing what he loves. But he knew for a fact that he can never do it alone. And there he was, alone. But only for a moment. Josh had the realization to not give up because people have not seen everything yet. This prompted the other members to return and witness their lives change in just one fateful day when their Go Up dance practice got uploaded on YouTube on September 2, 2019. It quickly went viral, which opened a lot of doors for SB19 to...
I want to read the post, sorry.
to have TV guestings and live performances.
May group hug? Okay. Sige.
Aww.
Oo, dyan lang kayo.
Ang galing namin! Introduce yourself.
Get in the zone, break! Hi, we are SB19!
My name is Mike Spice Kita. I am the wittiest ABS-CBN.
As the world started...
I also find it like super interesting that people were so worried about them being a Filipino group with a Korean company, like, because out of all of the songs that I've listened to, SB19's, not once was I like, this sounds too Korean. Like, not once. A lot of their music is just so them. Like, I personally think that they have their own sound and their own vibe, and I not once was like, oh, they're just trying to be another K-pop group. Never did that thought cross my mind. So I find that really interesting that that was a huge reason that they got so much flack. Like, I don't know.
Started to notice them, their YouTube channel grew exponentially. Their dance practice video reached 1 million views in just a week, then 2 million a month later. Wait a minute, who's Arum? November 2, 2019.
So for the final announcement of the fandom name, 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! 18!
What is it? What's it mean? 18, what's it mean?
Una-una sa lahat, pag pinakita mo siya, 18 siya, di ba? 18. So kasi kami, SB19, 18 19!
So if there's no 18, then also there's no SB19.
Yes. Kasi kumbaga, syempre, 18 muna bago natin. 17, 18, 19. 18, hindi makakarating sa 19.
They're so
meaning.
precious.
So if you're going to read this, 18, it could also be read as atin. So, all the success, all the lahat ng natatamo natin ngayon, atin to, ours. Everything is ours. Hindi lang sa amin, kundi sa inyo rin. Atin. Everyone. Atin. Kumbaga, represent Filipino. Kumbaga, yung dreams natin, pangarap, problems, everything, we will share together. Atin yan. Lalaban tayo, kaya natin yan lahat. Lastly, gusto talaga namin i-special mention yung oral sa lahat-lahat. Kasi sa totoo lang, talagang sila yung unang sumuporta sa amin nung hindi pa nila, wala pang nakakilala sa amin sa grupo namin. Kaya thankful kami. Kaya nakahiwalay yan, ibig sabihin yan, oral. Okay. Oral.
Was that like the fandom before?
Oral and SB19. Sana po masaya po kayo sa lahat.
Before 18 became a thing.
Gawa po ng grupo namin. And katulad nga po, 18, atin, sama-sama tayong kaangat. We will go up.
Yeah!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is when 18 was born.
Excuse me, oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
So what does it mean to be in the zone? Was it really only Stell that entered it? If you think about it, even before the other members decided to quit, they were already done with the dance practice. That alone made the press conference irrelevant. It didn't even matter that it happened. It turned out that actually all of them have always been in the zone. Being in the zone is what allowed them to defy all the odds. It was the zone that allowed a 5-foot man in the NBA. It was the zone that allowed a man living in the streets to rise up and become a billionaire. It was the zone that took an idea from someone's head to the moon. It was the zone that won wars, and lack of it had lost. It is the zone that separates their ideas and dreams from a materialistic reality. Manny, Efren, Catriona, SB19. What do they have in common?
Okay, so this one is episode 0, so it's kind of backtracking to the beginning, I guess. Let's see.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible, so enjoy. Some people called me out because I credited the Go Up dance choreography to Stell and Ken. They wanted me to only credit Stell. Well, guess what? I was wrong. Because it was all of them who choreographed it.
Bakit? Ikaw ba nag-choreograph ng adlib namin?
Hindi. Siyempre, kakapolish ko sa inyo. Nakabisado ko yung adlibs nyo.
It was a team effort. Now that we're past that, let's get into the video.
I'm telling you, they're so humble, for real.
This is the timeline that most of us know. A timeline that we managed to stitch together using the information we found on the web. The internet is a vast universe. It is so big that there are still tons of information that are just hidden in plain sight. And some of them are just waiting to be discovered.
Interesting. Paradox!
What if I told you that Pablo, Stell, Josh, and Justin almost debuted with 3 other guys in 2017? Would you believe me?
I've been to many places, and everywhere I go, I can see all the traces. Ever since my love has gone away, tama bang nadarama para sa'yo siya?
Did Still just belt the entire bridge? Damn.
Yeah,
The group surely looked and sounded promising, but what exactly happened to the three other guys?
Before we even became SB19 as a group po, actually si Stel na iwan siya. Si Stel and Justin actually. Kumbaga lahat kami nag-quit na. Bumalik lang kami dahil nga parang gusto namin ipagpatuloy yung pangarap namin.
The word quit has a negative connotation, but we have to understand that there are a lot of things going on behind that decision. A good example is the lack of financial income because they didn't even have a salary to begin with. And I'm sure that there are many other valid reasons. Imagine doing the same thing over and over and over again for more than 2 years. I can only imagine their state of mind during those times. So let's address the elephant in the room. Who are these guys? And where in the world are they now? Do you recognize this guy? I'm not talking about shirtless Stel, you guys. I'm talking about this guy, Rafa. He was supposed to be the group's bass vocalist. After training with ShowBT, he moved on by running a K-pop reaction channel on YouTube. He also works as a freelance videographer and is now actively supporting his presidential candidate. He also made an appearance in the emotionally charged video greeting for SB19 in their Our Zone concert.
Aww!
Oh my god, Rafa!
That's so
After
cute!
a few test runs, they revamped the group to join the 2017 Pinoy K-pop star. This is when the prototype team was formed.
My icon,
For whatever
okay.
reason, Rafa was replaced by this guy, Zeno. They did not win in the competition. After Zeno's stint with ShowBT, he became a member of the OG roster of the K-pop cover group called Zero to Hero. And speaking of OG members, it just so happened that C13 of Vision was part of it as well. It's so mind-blowing how interconnected
I'm loving all of the
our idols'
GOT7
lives
covers,
were,
for
and
real.
I'm not even done yet. During my research, I stumbled upon this clip with C13 and Josh on the same stage. Just a fair warning, what you're about to see will slightly break your heart.
What? It's so loud! Will break your heart!
I also saw C13 getting tired of his clothes.
Dancing with girls, it'll break your heart. How many dance groups were they in? Like,
Nananahimik ako sa pagre-research tapos ito yung bubulaga. Anyway, when C13 left the country to work in the US, the remaining Zero to Hero members decided to debut as a P-pop group.
Sa'yo na lang ang puso kong ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana naman ingatan mo ito. May takot man pero kayang lampasan. Huwag kang mag-alala.
I'm sure most of you didn't know this, but their debut wasn't a success, so they were forced to back out. After the setback, Zeno got into modeling and also pursued his interest in freelance videography. In the present day, he lives his life privately with a little mix of dancing from time to time. While all of these things are happening, our boy Ken has been wreaking havoc in the K-pop dance cover world with his group GA7.
I just love it. All of the GOT7 dance covers. I'm here for it. As an Agase, I'm here for it.
Let me hear your
I'm sorry, not him doing the iconic slow-mo. Oh my god, that was amazing. I have not seen that. That was amazing.
Let me hear your
Iconic!
Sheesh.
If you're an Agase, you totally get me, okay?
The next one I'm gonna talk about is this guy, Kurt. Not gonna lie, I sometimes mistook him for Justin because they have a similar frame. Even before his trainee days, he was already a member of Seon together with Stell and Josh.
Yeah, they do.
After training with Show BT, he moved on by teaching dance to students and continued performing with his K-pop cover group called Principium.
I'm the biggest hit, I'm the biggest hit on the stage.
You can check out their YouTube channel. They still make some awesome K-pop dance covers to this day. Kurt presently works as an animator and a digital painter as well. It wasn't only Pablo who stood there to watch the whole duration of PHP's rehearsal. There was also Stell, Josh, and Justin. It's because they were brothers. The last guy who almost became SB19 happens to be a member of PHP now, and that is JP. This guy, along with Charles and Yukito, were Pablo's mentors because he was the youngest among their PHP dance cover group.
Aww.
They were instrumental in what Pablo has become. The boys also trained in Show BT together, only to see their closest brothers to not make it. This specific moment is very special because we just witnessed the full circle. From Pablo being the youngest to becoming the leader of SB19. From seeing his brothers struggle so hard to finally seeing their success.
That's so precious.
In our lives, there can be moments when you feel like it's easier to give up. Heck, some people in this video even gave up at one point, but they came right back with a different perspective. Their past didn't break them, it built them. Yukito was in fact the leader of Zero to Hero that failed in their debut, but that didn't stop him. He came back with a different game plan together with his brothers who also failed with him in the past, and look at where they are now. So if you're watching this video and you are going through tough times, change your perspective. Thank the person who broke up with you because it gave you the opportunity to meet someone better.
I like
in
the
your
positive
life.
message.
Thank your boss for firing you because it gave you the opportunity to explore entrepreneurship. Thank your haters because life would be boring without them. Don't be bitter. Be better. Always choose to be kind. If you don't do that, you'll just end up as a mere ghost in the past.
Interesting. I'm I'm learning so much. The wave. Okay. This one's 13. I might be able to finish this one. Okay. I'm gonna do episode 3 and then I might have to like pause. But let's watch episode 3, The Wave.
Would you believe me if I said that SB19 would be successful if I met them 3 years ago? You'd probably think I'm cheating because I'm talking from the present. And your past self would never believe me because I might have only seen them as a trying hard boy group who had to wear the same clothes over and over and over and over again.
Now look
because
at them.
They couldn't afford a nice variety.
Now look at them now. Now I'm like crazy complimenting them on their style like all the time.
But what if despite all this, they already knew what's gonna happen?
Itong mga to, sigurado ako in the future, magiging successful kami.
They knew their destiny. Pablo's username reads, I'm Seasmite. A random fan asked, why? He answered, it also means seismic, like Earth's vibrations. It's something big and important, so when I seize the mic, I create this impact, like an earthquake. And when an earthquake happens, you know what's next after that? Are you sure you don't know? Do you actually want me to spell it out to you?
A zinga!
Okay, let me show you.
I'm telling you, this is a really good Docu series. I'm very invested. The editing, like the background music, everything about this Docu series is really good.
Okay, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's Pablo. If you're new here, you're probably wondering how he ended up there.
He also has a sense of humor and I'm really loving it.
Get in the zone.
Finally, they were starting to go up. They were very young. This was the time when they were still trying to figure out their musical identity. Enter the Get in the Zone album. Just check out the level of variety.
Ooh, I'm getting spoiled!
Yeah, we gonna go up. Ibibigay ko ang aking puso. At kahit pa ang mundo.
This one was recommended to me.
Huwag mong ikunot ang iyong noo. Nariyan ang kaibigan mo. The only one I never say goodbye.
It was definitely a mix of everything.
That Love Goes was giving me such 90s boy band vibes, for real.
The bashers immediately saw this as a weakness. They were seen as a group who didn't know what they were doing. Despite all the hate, 18 didn't get affected as they started to get to know the boys on a deeper level. We got to know their fun side.
Si Ken naman po, nung na-meet ko to dati sa cover group, parang sabi ko, feeling ko mayabang to, parang ganun po. Mayabang to, tumbling-tumbling ka pa dyan, ganun. Tumbling-tumbling pa to.
Uy, judgmental sister.
Parang lagi siya may sariling mundo, hindi po siya belong sa amin.
Tinanong siya ng teacher namin, sa tingin mo sino pinakamagaling sumayaw? Ako! Sabi niya po.
Ikaw, me, ako po, sinabi ko po talaga.
Ay, kung confident ka naman, bakit
Yes
hindi,
po,
di ba?
ang galing ko po talaga.
That's so funny.
Justin po, una ko nakita to. Oh, pogi. Siguro mayabang to.
Si Justin naman po, nung una ko po siyang nakita, sabi ko, typical guy.
Si Justin po, parang pure. Parang
pure. It's so funny.
Nalaman ko, hindi po.
He's not innocent!
Si Style, sobrang friendly po. Siya po yung happy pill namin.
Di ko alam na siya pala yung main vocal po kasi akala ko magaling na talaga siya sumayaw. First impression ko po kay Josh, mabait po siya na may mayabang po nandun.
Ayun.
Little Rick's a badass. We love it.
Inside, hindi talaga.
Softie pala, softie.
Aww.
Si Jun, akala ko po hindi siya yung leader.
Nung una, ang weird niya po, nagsasalita mag-isa, parang bigla na lang siya nagagano.
Same, Pablo, same.
Nakatawa nakatayo siya sa gilid. Tapos may training kami, tapos biglang gaganon. Tapos biglang gaganon. Gaganon po siya sa gilid. Sabi ko, ano ginagawa? Mag-ritual ba ito sa gilid?
We also got to know their internal battles.
That's so funny.
To all of our families, especially to our parents, and sa mama ko at sa kapatid ko.
Aww.
Thank you kasi lagi niyo po sinusuporta. Kahit sobrang hilig ko sa buhay, na hindi ako sigurado kung ano yung pinapasok ko. Pero nandiyan lang yung para sa akin. Thank you.
Aww.
Sa apat na to. Gusto mo pasalamat sa apat na to kasi dito natin
Precious.
Hindi ka lang magkahiwala ng grupo, pero bumalik sila kasi hindi nila ako naliwan. Parang naisip namin na mas maganda kami tuloy namin yung sila. Gusto ko mag-thank you sa bawat member kasi sila yung pinaka-unang hindi. Sila yung lagi naniniwala sa akin pag hindi ko na kaya, sila yung nagtulong sa akin na ako kasi suko. Yan, si Edu, si Justin, si Ken, si Josh, lahat ng showbiz dito. I love you so much. Since na napasalamatan ako na lahat, so wala po pasalamat si Sir Robin for building this. Kung wala si Sir Robin, hindi kami mag-build. Walang show PT, walang show na to, wala kayo dito. Parang, it's because of Sir Robin.
And just like that, SB19 got us into their zone. So back to the album. As unique as each of the songs was, all 7 of them managed to reach the #1 spot of Billboard's Lyric Fine Global chart. It's still insane thinking about it today.
Yeah, that's
and they
crazy.
weren't done. They also appeared in Billboard's top Social 50, peaking at #3. Or so they thought.
And aside from that, eto, nagbabasa rin ako ng mga comments naman sa ating comment section. Kasi di ba yung last na pinost niyo is #3 kayo sa Billboard Social 50. Pero ngayon, #2 na kayo, guys! Oh! At Billboard Social 50, may comment dito.
The finding out in real time is so fun.
#7, di ba, nung last niyo pinost, #6 na. Virgin Artist, congratulations!
Stell's like, I gotta go look it up right now.
Stell ended up forgetting that he was in a live interview because he had to check it himself. Yep, it's true.
I would have to go look it up too.
A well-known artist cancelled an Instagram live interview with MTV scheduled for the next day. So MTV host Kevin Kinney invited SB19 on a short notice to fill in. An opportunity knocked, they answered.
I was gonna say, you take that opportunity.
Oh my god. Who wants to go first? For me, I would like to collaborate with Mr. Bruno Mars.
2 weeks later, Kevin made a bold prediction.
We ask a lot of people for interviews. A lot of people that you want us to interview, we take it very seriously and we reach out. Some people, you'd be amazed, don't have the time of day, can't find the time, can't do it. Oh, you know, that's tough. Okay, no harm, no foul. Then there's the people that are like, name the time, name the place with it. SB19 did that at 9 p.m. They'd never done an Instagram Live before. They didn't know if they could be together. They made it a point to not only be together at 9 p.m. because they knew that was the only time that it worked for this US-based host. That type of work ethic is going to take them very far in the music industry. I'm also very good at predicting music, okay? Right? I'm like the MTV push of
I have no clue who this guy is, by the way.
MTV knows how to pick winners. I know how to pick winners. I said on this very after show, SB19 are going to be big stars. I said it on my IG Live. I've said it to you in private, Caitlin. I've said it to Banjo. You know, he didn't say anything back. SB19 are going to be big stars. They have it. Charismatic. They're hardworking. Today's date is September 18th, 2020 when I'm saying this, okay? I want somebody to post this on September 18, 2021, and you can see how right I am because of how much larger and more well-known SB19 will be a year from this date right here.
And when 2021 started, he reminded people about what's to come.
4 years into my career, I've seen some people come and go, and I've seen some journeys, and you can spot things, right? You can notice trends, you can notice similarities. SB19 right now, and the lock that 18 has on the voting, week in and week out, and seeing them rise up the Social 50 chart over at Billboard, it's very akin, it's very similar to what was going on with BTS 2017, 2018. Now, I hope SB19 can reach those heights. I'm rooting for them. Those guys are awesome guys and hard-working guys. I've interviewed them after like incredibly 10-hour plus work days of rehearsal and choreography practice, and they still put a smile on their face, and they're incredibly hardworking. I think that's really aside from the music being good, it's the work ethic that's going to take them to the top. So my prediction is they're going to break out in a huge way this year. So take that for what it's worth, 18.
Then what happened? Kevin's prediction came true.
18 S 19.
He's such an 18.
This song was on the next level. It showcased
I love this
Pablo's
song, by the way.
songwriting skills, Ken's dance moves and unique sound, Still's heavenly voice and choreography, the most iconic rap verse in all of P-pop by Josh, and Justin's brilliant mind, which created a spectacle no one has ever seen in the country.
Yeah, he did a really good job on that music video.
It became the fastest P-pop music video to reach 1 million views in just 16 hours.
Wow.
SB19 sent shockwaves that reminded people of what they are capable of.
Meron na akong natanaw na ko ang ilang music video nga what na-encourage ko.
The world got inspired, so it responded with a giant wave of appreciation.
Gusto ko rin ipagmalaki yung SB19 talaga.
SB19.
Yung last video nila, yung What?
Uy, maganda yun.
Ang ganda ng video, di ba?
Ang gagaling, grabe. Grabe. I think, doon mo rin naman makikita na hindi mo pwedeng pulaan ng isang tao na nag-prepare hanggang sa makakita siya ng opportunity para gamitin yung preparation na yun. Walang pinagkaiba yan kay Manny Pacquiao na nag-train sobrang galing, pagpasok niya ng ring, knockout yung kalaban. Walang difference yan. Lalo ko na-appreciate ang isang artist na alam kong pwedeng magyabang pero hindi nagyayabang.
This was also the time when I found them. Their music made a difference.
His own personal journey, that's so cute.
It gave people happiness. Their music inspired us to become a better version of ourselves despite our imperfections. SB19 taught us not to only raise our own flag, but to wave it proudly. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm sorry, Pinuno, but you gotta hang in there till the next episode, okay?
This guy's funny. I'm really enjoying these videos. Like, I have to say, this guy is just very, like, I love his editing. I love, like, the way that he tells their story. Like, I can see why you guys, like, highly recommended his videos to me, because I'm 100% absolutely enjoying them. Yeah, I'm absolutely enjoying them. I have to hop on a call, so I'm going to pause here, but once I finish my call, I'm going to try to finish these videos. I'll try my best. If not, I'll finish them up tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to end for here, but I'm just going to make it like all one big reaction. So if you see me change clothes, then it's probably because I waited until tomorrow to complete this. But I don't want to, like, like have a cut in my video and then like all of a sudden like I'm in different clothing. But yeah, I'm really, really, really enjoying this docu-series. I think Casual Chuck, he did like a really, really good job with this, and I'm learning a lot, and it's been very, very fun. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this off. Yes, very inspiring. I totally agree. I think their story is very, very inspiring. And I love like just how talented they are, but also the fact that they've just continued to stay so humble. And you can tell that it's really hard for them to like take praise, you know, and be told that they're so talented and so like you can just tell that like they can't take compliments very well, which I think is really precious. But anyways, I'll be back to finishing this later on, but I will say goodbye for now, but I'll be back to finish these. All right, bye. I am back to finish the docuseries. The last two are pretty long, but that's okay. I like, now that I've started this, I just want to complete it. And so after I finish my phone calls, like I'm just gonna hop back into it and start it back up. So let's hop into episode 4, Monsters. Haters will enjoy. Oh no, okay.
Previously on SB19 story.
SB19 are gonna be big stars.
Agree.
They have charismatic, they're hardworking. So my prediction is they're going to break out in a huge way this year. So take that for what it's worth, 18.
The guy who predicted their success was the same guy who indirectly called them cheaters. This tweet didn't drop any
What?
called them cheaters. This tweet didn't drop any names, but this was posted around the time when SB19 got the #1 spot on MTV's Most Requested Artists for 21 weeks in a row, and this was against much bigger artists. So it was clear which fandom he was talking about. This was only one of the many obstacles they had to overcome.
Excuse me?
After all these years,
went from hyping them up to betraying them.
Monsters. It might not look like it, but SB19 are people too. They have social media and they see everything.
The fact that you even have to say that is wild to me. Hold on, sorry. My headphones are... Okay, there we go. No, wait. I needed to fix my volume, sorry.
But SB19 are people too. They have social media and they see everything.
Absolutely.
So it only makes sense that some of these hate
like
has
dads.
gotten into them.
Like, I'm never enough.
I'm gonna fight people.
Parang feeling ko,
it makes me so... This is what sucks about, like, this is why I personally don't think I could ever, you know, be in the public eye like this, because I just, like, get so annoyed. Like, how, it's funny because I literally just responded this to a comment that I received from an 18 to my Crimson reaction. I'm a very firm believer in treat others how you would want to be treated. Like, I live by that kind of golden rule, I guess you could say. Why? Why do you want to hate on people and drag them down whenever you yourself would never want to be treated that way? Like, the lack of empathy that people have, the lack of ability to, you know, connect with people, and it frustrates me so much to see online. Like, and the fact that these people hide behind PFP and don't show who they actually are and their identity is hidden, like, you're such a coward. You're such a coward. If you're going to talk shit, then at least, like, put a face to your name. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but no, you don't want to do that because you don't want to be doxxed, and you don't want that hate to come back to you because you don't want to be treated that way. it's just such a paradox. Like, it just, like, and the fact that you even took time out of your day to make those comments and to say those hurtful words, like, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for the fact that you have that much time on your hands that, you know, you decide to spend it hating on people. Like, there's enough hate in the world. There's enough prejudice. There's enough of it. Why are you adding to it? Like, it makes me so mad. Like, I personally do not understand it. I don't get it. Like, I don't know, man. I do not have the time or energy to spend hating on people. Like, I'm going to spend my energy on other things, okay? Like, it's hard for me to comprehend why people are like that.
Minsan hindi lang naman yung mga tao sa paligid ko yung kalaban ko.
It's people you don't even know. Oh, yeah, that's true.
Hindi ko pa rin siya natatalo.
That's true. Your biggest hater is yourself sometimes.
Parang sinasabi lagi, hindi ka pa enough. Hindi mo pa kaya. Ibigay ko na sa'yo. The best nangyari sa akin. Parang, bakit sila kaya nila? Ako hindi kaya.
I mean, why can't people just embody this mantra?
If you have the chance to be kind, always use it.
Yes, I agree.
And that brings us back to this moment.
5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 8. Can I buy?
Yeah, that's Pablo. If you're new here, you're probably wondering how he ended
We're
up.
here again. He ripped his pants.
When you're spending every day on your own.
And here it goes. I'm just a kid. I'm cracking
Just
up.
kidding. I will tell the next chapter this time, okay? This was the time when Pablo decided not to be silent anymore. SB19 dropped the Pagsibol EP, and one of the songs takes a shot against those haters.
Bazinga! Hey,
I love this song. This song gets stuck in my head.
Look at you.
The lyric video itself screams a lot of shutting them down. The conceptualization is on a different level.
Bro, I didn't even notice any of that. Wow. I didn't notice any of that in the music video. You're right. Oh my god.
The lyric video itself screams a lot of shutting them down. The conceptualization is on a different level.
Wow.
Just take a look at this guy. This character literally resembled all 5 members.
Yeah.
And the person behind it and all other mind-blowing concepts is Justin. He didn't just come up with these creative concepts, he built them from scratch and oftentimes even used frame-by-frame animation. He's a guy who knew what he wants, like a monster hiding behind a beautiful face.
Okay, Justin. All right.
And we all
I
knew
see
about the
you.
song that produced the most iconic rap line in P-pop.
It's a good one too.
Josh gave it so much justice that it made us forget about his other talents in handling interviews.
What do you think is the difference between Filipino boy groups and you guys?
But we couldn't say that we are really better than them because we respect them.
Finance, music, gaming, and the world of dance. The dude is a legend in the K-pop dance cover industry along with Stel in Sayon. Even before SB19, Josh was already a monster. This brings us to another song from the EP.
Ooh, their outfits.
My favorite part was the imitation of the monster's laugh. This was done by none other than a monster vocalist himself, Stel. He's just one of the best singers I've ever heard in my life because of his versatility.
I agree.
Inasahan sa problema ay nabuluna. Nahirapan huminga at tila ba hindi ko na alam kung paano palalaban ako'y nanalangin. Ngunit nilamon ng dahil sa dam ng aking hangarin nahulog. Lalo na luna.
I mean, only a monster gets called up by a friend to do a freestyle vocal run and ends up making an epic song intro.
You won't believe it.
Okay, I need to get to this. A lot of you guys recommended this. What the
People
fuck?
also tend to forget his ability to sing in lower notes. And speaking of forgotten talents, who would dare forget his ability to dance and teach it at the same time? The man single-handedly choreographed almost all of SB19's amazing dance routines. If that isn't a monster to you, then I don't know what is.
So.
Enter the oldest song on the list.
Sigurado, babangon tayo hanggang sa dulo, ikaw at ako.
This is the song that saved us from virtually everything in the midst of the pandemic.
Aww.
It saved us from boredom, sorrow, anxiety, burnout, homesickness, depression, you name it. My favorite part of the song is the first verse done by Ken.
Pagising sa umaga'y tinig mo ang paboritong himig.
It makes you feel like you want to cry, but you're happy. You know what I mean? He's just effortless in setting up the mood.
Yes, I know what you mean.
When it comes to his talents, he's in no mood to be joking. This guy has a voice that sounds like he came straight from the underworld. The dude can literally do everything from singing, rapping, dancing, writing, producing, entrepreneurship, drawing, shooting balls, playing, to flying? Jeez, that's a monster right there. Now let's move on to the song that was written out of a laundry routine.
Remember yung time na when we are doing our laundry? Nagluluto tayo, tas sabi ni Pablo, anong gusto niya sabihin sa parents niyo? Tas ayun, doon nagsimula tayo.
You heard it right, it's Mappa.
Huwag mag-alala, ipikit ang iyong mata na pahinga muna.
Stop, the song's gonna make me cry.
This song broke the hearts of many people all over the world.
Me too, I feel
including
you.
mine. This easily became their best song ever because it's very relatable. It pays tribute to our loving parents and gives thanks to them for all the sacrifices they've made for us. The impact was so immense that it was sung in many different languages.
Mama, it's been a while, I miss you. What you've been doing, can I call you? I hope you miss me too. हमेशा हमें ही आगे लगाते हैं.
That's awesome.
इस बार पहले जा सकते हैं ना.因为你是我的眼睛，每次世界都在变化，无呼吸的原野。だから楽にしても泣かないでね。安心して任せてよ。No te apures más, es hora de descansar.
It sounds beautiful in every single language too, like it's so beautiful.
The melody takes me back to this unforgettable moment. Everyone's family showed up except for Can. Then this happened. This moment was so precious because Ken never expected his family to show up. This made Mappa even more special because it was performed by SB19 together with their families.
Huwag mag-alala, pipit ka ng mapapala. Pahinga muna ako na.
Huwag mag-alala, ipigit ang iyong nakakala. Pahinga muna ako na.
And behind this universal anthem is the mind of a genius himself, the monster in the center of it all, Pablo. If you have noticed, his name is all over every SB19 song we know. Some people say he's got the Midas touch because every song he made was an instant hit. I mean, just listen to how clever the lyrics are in SLMT.
SLMT nakuha mo ba? Ikaw yung
He managed to thank us by using our fandom's language without making it sound cringe. And he's not even done. He has so many unreleased bangers that are just waiting to be unleashed. As a group, SB19 earned the infamous nickname Live Monsters. It's because they move and sound even better when live.
I agree. I'm getting spoiled by so many songs. And I'm just letting you guys know, like, whenever I get spoiled by songs like this, I just kind of like let it go in one ear and out the other and kind of like get my brain to forget about it. So just to let you guys know, that's what I tend to do. So that way, like, when I do get to the song, it'll kind of be like, I forgot about it and I'll like be like, oh yeah, like I do remember that being in that, but like I just kind of like let it leave my brain. It's honestly kind of funny.
This is one of the main reasons why they have a fast-growing and dedicated fan base. They garnered a lot of support that they managed to reach the global music scene.
This category is fan voted because music is all about the fans. Now let's get into it. This year's 2021 finalists are the girls from Blackpink, the boys from BTS,
Blackpink, of course.
We have Queen Ariana Grande, yes. And we have the Filipino boys, just like me, representing SB19. Let's do this. And the ever so incomparable 17. Congrats to all of the amazing finalists. You can vote for your favorite beginning May 10th. Now, let's go back to the studio.
Aw, Josh.
Josh couldn't believe it. He couldn't hold his tears because finally, he took a step on their quest for world domination.
I want to dedicate this stream to our friends SB19. So again, congratulations to them for being a finalist in the Billboard Music Awards Top Social Artist. Sobrang nakaka-proud.
But despite all the accolades, we can't deny that some people, even P-pop fans, still doubt them. So let me show you something to shut them up. This is the chart of the most viewed P-pop boy group MVs in the first 24 hours. I intentionally didn't put SB19 there because if I did, this happens. Their songs easily occupy the upper half percentile by a large margin. This begs the question, are they just too far ahead of the game? Or are they just...
Ano bang ibig sabihin ng SB? Kala ko sama ng mga bakla eh.
So lahat kayo straight. Like a
K-pop ang dating eh.
K-pop pangit.
Palagay ka ng tattoo sa mukha. Yung kahit henna lang, tapos nakabahag ka.
Inabot nyo rin yung launching ng SB19. Sana lang sa dulo.
Maganda kasi yung revenge kasi talaga yung success na ipapakita mo sa mga hindi naniniwala sa inyo.
Tama yan.
Ken is such a vibe. Oh my god, sorry, that was so funny. I'm curious to know how long it took him to make all of these. I don't know, I just feel like his editing has gotten like better and better throughout the series, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, like just annoys me. And I 100% totally agree with Ken The only way to fight those haters is just to like throw it back in their faces and just continue to work hard and prove. You don't even have to prove it to the haters. Prove it to yourself that you're better than them. You know what I mean? Like, you literally got here on strength, perseverance, you know, kindness, hard work, like, you know what I mean? And what do they have? Those haters have fucking nothing. They're nothing. Like... They're probably just some fucking weirdo in their basement talking about music and hating on things because they live a miserable existence.
If I told you that Gento era started way before 2023, would you believe me? This video was taken more than a year ago on SB19's legendary comeback in the Wish Bus. You will realize it when you see it. In a world where choices and chances collide, a concept emerges. It's captivating and mysterious. Fate. This is a journey that transcends the boundaries of ordinary existence, challenging our perceptions and igniting our curiosity. Prepare to question, marvel, and discover the forces that shape their lives. Were they just mere pawns in the grand scheme of things? Or did they, against all odds, become masters of their own destinies?
Fate.
Back in SB19's training days, they loved listening to OPM songs during their breaks and stretching sessions. Most of them are songs from Ben and Ben. They really looked up to them because of their music. They were simply just humble fans of an already established Filipino band. And in 2019, when they were still trying to make a name for themselves, something quite unexpected happened.
Hello everyone, we're here with
If you haven't noticed, they really tried their best to appear calm and professional as they met their idols. But after they parted ways and entered their vehicle, SB19 pretty much lost it and became fanboys themselves, which was quite a wholesome sight.
So cute.
We met Ben and Ben, bro.
I know a lot of you guys said I need to watch their vlogs.
Ben and Ben. Pagpasok namin ng sasakyan, tapos biglang lumabas sa sasakyan nila yung Ben and Ben. Tapos, lumalapit sila, sabi na, pa-picture tayo. What a coincidence. Mami, sobrang saya ako. Tumatalon talaga ako sa saya. So, pagka nag-collab tayo, Ben and Ben.
They're so precious.
SB19. SB19.
And 2 years later,
that's so cute!
man, who would have thought that wishful thinking would actually turn into reality? Crazy stuff for sure, but not as crazy as this one. In 2021, SB19 were asked about their plans after the Pagsibol EP, and this was their answer.
Gusto po namin magkaroon ng parang katulad po sa ibang bansa na magkaroon talaga ng music show na talagang solely yung mga grupo na nagsasama-sama, promote yung mga young talent. Kasi doon makikita, doon mapapanood din ng mga ibang audiences from all over the world yung talent ng Filipinos. So, hopefully next year, makakasatuparan.
Parang, in short, Philippine pop adventure.
This interview wasn't released to the public until the next year because I think the media didn't believe them. Maybe they thought it was impossible to unite all artists in the P-pop scene because it is known to be very competitive. Even fandoms go to war from time to time, and the sheer scale of logistics alone to get everyone on board could make most organizers quit their job. But hey, despite the uncertainty, they managed to pull it off.
Wow.
How did they do it? Well, maybe SB19 were just so determined to prove that P-pop is not a competition. It's a community. That historic event.
That's another thing that kind of frustrates me about about the different like types, like the music genres, like K-pop, you know, versus P-pop versus, you know, J-pop versus like the competition of it really frustrates me personally as a music lover who can, like, I consider myself a multi, like I love a bunch of different groups. So like I don't know, like the fan wars and even, you know, the solo stands and the ones who only stand like one group, like they literally don't listen to any other group's music, like, which is like wild to me. Like, how do you live that existence? I'm very curious. As a music lover, I could never. But it's really frustrating to me. It's like, you know, music is meant for us to enjoy. It's meant for us to connect with it, to find meaning in it, right? Like, you know, take different things from it and kind of internalize it, and, you know, whether it makes us sad, whether it makes us happy, whether it makes us hype, whether it makes us, you know, face certain truths in our life, you know, whatever it may be, like, music is a personal journey. And I never really understood the whole competition portion of things. Even to this day, like being into K-pop for how many years now? Like 3 years. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, I don't know. That's why I kind of stopped watching awards shows and stuff like that, because it just got so frustrating about how competitive it is, and it's not really, it kind of lost its meaning a bit, which is really frustrating because music is supposed to be enjoyed and celebrated, and especially like for, you know, K-pop, P-pop, J-pop in particular, like, you know, those very like cultural music genres, you know, it's all about culture and being proud of one's culture as well. So, you know, it's just frustrating to see like the fighting and the fan wars and the, you know, the hate and, you know, all this stuff. Like, that's not what music is about. I totally agree. It's about community. Like, it's about enjoying music together. And that's why I became a reactor, right? Like, because I want to enjoy music with others, and it doesn't have to be a competition. Like, you know, I get really frustrated when I see people in my comments hate on other groups or hate on other genres, you know. If you don't like K-pop, then that's your opinion, that's fine, but don't come into my comments hating on K-pop. And vice versa. Don't, like, you know, like, don't go into K-pop and start hating on P-pop. Like, that's not what my channel is about, and I do not condone that behavior, and I will not say anything to your comment. Like, this is supposed to be about enjoying music in general and not hating on others, whether it be groups, whether it be genres, whether it be cultures, whether it be, you know, whatever it is. Like, that's not what my channel is about, and I don't appreciate it. Like, it's very much a community, and I want us to all enjoy it together. So, yeah, I totally agree with that.
It happened in Araneta Coliseum, a stage that, back in the day, SB19 could only dream of. At the time, they could only joke about it. But they had no idea that it would actually become their home stage.
What's up, Araneta?
At this point, you probably recognize a pattern already. When SB19 makes a prediction, they likely come true, which is pretty crazy to be honest. But what's beyond crazy is when it reaches the level of insanity. You see, when they were asked to wear a blindfold on the Halloween of 2019,
I did watch
Pablo
this, by the
said
way.
this.
Parang napanood ko na to sa TV. Feeling ko alam po saan tayo pupunta, sa Pinoy Big Brother.
Oo nga, no?
Feeling ko Ganito yun eh.
Ganito ba yan?
Lilipat na tayo sa bahay ni Kuya. Uy! Kaya SB, sa bahay ni Kuya.
And 2 years later,
Wow.
Hello po, Kuya.
Hello po.
Maligayang pagdating sa aking bahay, SB19.
so they were actually blindfolded for more than 2 years? Anyway, when SB19 entered the Pinoy Big
So
Brother
funny.
house, they easily became one of the most entertaining guests the show has ever had and gave birth to some very interesting interactions.
What is this show about? I'm very curious. I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, we gonna go up.
What is this show about? I'm so curious.
Itong aking pinapagawa, hindi susuko. Yeah, we gonna go up. Ibibigay ko ang
The fangirling is so funny.
kahit pa ipos. Yeah, we gonna go up.
Kinikilig ako. Hindi ko po kanina ko yung matago talaga yung kilig ko. Talaga ang pupugi pa rin.
Kahit ilang beses pa magkaba. Yeah, we gonna go up.
Ipinakikilala ko sa inyo ang SB19.
Tito, nakapunta na po kayo sa Egypt.
Actually, no. Not yet. Ako nakapunta na ako Egypt. Electronic jeepney.
Ibig tayo may iwan ka dito.
We left here.
Lagi ka sa bahay ni Kuya.
Ba't mga bang furniture?
Ken, anong pakiramdam na hindi naman talaga bakasyon, pero semi-break?
Para ka natanggalan ng buhay.
And I was crying on the staircase, begging you please don't go. And I said, wala ka man ngayon sa aking piling. Nasasaktan man ang puso at damdamin. Mulit-muli sa'yo na aminin.
Wait, Josh is just sleeping through all of it. It's so funny. Still so funny.
At na mayroon pang pag-asa. Mulit-muli sa'yo na aminin. Puso ang magpasya. Ako'y isang imong Adarna. Napagaling ko ang hari. Dahil dito.
Yeah, typical SB19 antics right there. Now, if you think that prediction was
They're so
insane, then I have something more insane coming up.
Holy shit, this is insane. Max. Yeah, quiet, I'm sorry.
When Josh celebrated his birthday back in 2020, SB19 members surprised him with a mysterious guest. And this mysterious guest apparently can read minds. He told Josh to ask him anything about his future, and this was his question.
Ano gusto mo malaman about your future sa isip lang?
Will I be a professional esports player?
Esports?
Here's the answer. I hope you have the time to be an esports player in the future when SB19 goes international. Now, let me just emphasize yung sagot ko. I hope you have the time to be an esports player, a professional esports player for that matter. You're gonna be a semi-professional esports player. Okay?
I didn't know Josh was that into gaming.
When SB19 goes international.
Oh, di ka lang sa
So not only did Josh become a pro esports player, but SB19 also went international by entering the Billboard charts and having success with their first ever world tour while proudly representing their country.
Awesome. You make the Philippines proud, but you make all of us proud.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
If we turn back time and ask random people, most of them might not even believe it would happen.
I don't believe in superstitions.
And this created one of the most memorable moments, especially for their international fans. When SB19 were just about to wrap up the concert in San Francisco, this suddenly happened.
SB18! Maraming salamat. Alam niyo, kinakabahan ako sa mga ganito. Wow! Wow! Okay, let's watch this.
The fans did something. Aww.
Bilis mag-edit, ha? Bilis, ha? Yeah! Our first US, di ba? US television. Our US debut! US debut. Wish USA! Let's go!
I love whenever fans do stuff like this for groups. It's so freaking cute. Makes me teary-eyed. Stop.
Thank you so much, AT.
It was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much, SB19, and see you soon.
Yeah!
Congratulations, SB19, on your successful tour. Thank you, SB19. See you next time.
It's so precious.
I want to congratulate SB19 for finishing your first US tour. Thank you, SB19, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, Mahaliman. Congratulations for your first US tour. And keep in mind that we love you, and this is just the beginning. Thank you so much, SB19. See you next time. See you in Canada.
We hope you enjoyed your stay here in the US during your wild tour and have plenty of memories with your friends. Thank you, SB19. See you next time.
Thank you, SB19. See you next time. Hi, SB19. Congratulations on your tour. See you next year.
It's so
Thank
cute.
you, SB19. See you next time. Thank you, SB19. See you next time.
It's so cute. In the crowd is so cute.
That made me too. Me too. Thank you so much, AT. You guys are beautiful people. I just want to say, we couldn't really thank you enough. We are so blessed to have you guys, you know, and to have this platform where we could enjoy and do what we love, and at the same time inspire and motivate people. Talagang we have the responsibility, and we will do our best to inspire people and motivate people, and together we attain our goals together. So I'm just really blessed and happy that we have you guys. We're so thankful from the beginning up until now. You have been, you know, unconditionally supporting us, and we know that this is just the start. Hi, I love you too. I love you. Awesome. Words can express what I feel right now, but I'm really, really overwhelmed and my heart is so full. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Change our lives. Alam niyo, before, it was just our dream actually to come here. So do not tour.
Josh, stop!
We're always there. Couldn't thank you enough. We couldn't thank you enough. You guys made us stronger. Thank you.
Yo, not gonna lie, that was a tiny bit emotional.
Tiny?
You know, SB19 started from nothing. They were once very young, but they dared themselves to dream. You may call it fate, prediction, or manifestation. But besides that, they also put in the work by practicing more than everybody, improving more than everybody, and sacrificing more than everybody. So this time, I'll let you decide the conclusion of this video. Is SB19 really predetermined? Or do they possess the power to shape their own destiny?
All the makeup. You guys, I'm not a big fan.
Something about it felt a little inauthentic to me. I just felt like they were trying really, really hard.
Yo, you heard those boys saying the first thing you're gonna go is hit those jackets?
So anong feeling pag binabalikan yung mga times na yon na ang daming people na nagda-doubt?
Huyo kayo ngayon.
Exactly! Fucking exactly! Who are you? Oh, that's so funny.
This is just an ordinary photo of Ken taken back in 2022. But when this music starts playing,
I love Golden Hour.
It becomes something out of the ordinary.
Gising sa umaga, siya agad ang gusto na makita. Di ako marunong kumanta pero para sa kanya harana. Teka lang, bakit ba parang nasa tono tong aking gitara? Gusto ko lang naman sabihin na malamahali kang yung ganda mo.
It sounds so good.
Di magwawakas, tila parirala. Oh, Diyos ko.
It sounds so good, what the fuck?
Sana di ka mawalay sa'kin ang aking sinta.
So I'm guessing like they like completely like not change the lyrics, but like put it in their language, and then Jake actually like saw it. Did he actually like see the video? I honestly don't know Jake like that well, but I do enjoy his music, so Golden Hour is such a good song.
Just need you.
For many years, kings have looked into the heavens for guidance. Their ambitions and fates intertwined with the rhythm of the cosmos. As they uncover its different forms, the universe whispers secrets known only to those who dare to dream. And when they do dream, stars begin to align for them. Destiny bows to their command and their kingdoms start to thrive. Prepare to get used to seeing more moments like this in this video. Because
you are now in the presence of a king.
What?
Back in 2019, 3 days before SB19's Go Up went viral, a group of students were just looking for a random person to interview for the school project when they found this good-looking bystander. They thought he was a foreigner at first, but then...
Are you from here?
Hoy, bakit ako yun? Akala namin
Hindi sabi niya eh. Pero pwede po ba kami magtanong ng tatlong tanong para makapasa namin ang kaalaman ng bawat Pilipino?
Interesting.
Kuya, ano lang to? School project, kahit magkamali ka, okay lang. Malito naman kami.
Ayan, thank you.
Yan lang.
Unang-una po,
Sino po ang pambansang bayani po natin? Halata naman po kasi sa Rizal pa rin tayo. Thank you po.
Basta pati yung tanong mo.
Okay. Pangalawa po, ano po ang pambansang hayop po natin? Kalabaw, tama sir. Pangatlo po, pinakamahirap. Hindi talaga. Ano po ang pambansang ibon po natin? Philippine Eagle, tama.
Interesting.
Surprise.
Pangalan po kuya.
Pangalan na lang po kuya. Number at email po. Justin. Thank you po, Justin.
Pasimple ka.
Sulodan mo, mukha mo lang.
This video didn't only prove the power of Justin's visuals, but also showcased his humility. But the most interesting thing is that this video alone has got to be the most subtle foreshadowing of what's to come. From being admired by just a small group of students to being admired by the whole country 3 days later, then the whole world a few years after. Just imagine the reaction of this guy when he finds out Justin's real identity.
I'm sure he was shook.
Another foreshadowing happened back in 2022 when they got invited to perform at the Binibining Pilipinas beauty pageant.
Where did you get those lovely eyes?
Pablo's ponytail was amazing here, by the way.
Agree. I love Pablo's hair.
So backstage, SB19 were just doing typical SB19 antics.
For our next contestant, Ginoong Pilipinas, number 16, Sylvester Ajero.
Well, I believe in the 25 years of my existence here in the Philippines, I would say I'm standing here in front of you as strong as the man standing here in the center of me. And together, we are high five.
They had no idea that next year, this would actually come true.
And our judge will be
the most charismatic member of multi-awarded and Billboard nominee P-pop phenom, SB19, Mr. Josh Cullen.
It's just so amazing how stars seem to align for them.
real.
What's even more amazing is what happened back in 2021 in a Zoom interview. Because what initially was just another playful joke turned into reality 2 years later.
Sample.
Kahit wala ka na, bukas ay maghihintay sa gitna ng pag-iisa.
Okay.
Ayun lang po.
Hindi ko alam yan. Oo nga. Oo nga. Nag-turn ng chair si Stel. Yon, Coach Stel. Si Coach Stel ka na. Okay.
Ay, napaturn. Love it.
Hi mga kapuso, this is Coach Stel of The Voice Generations.
Oh my God! Oh, okay!
Hello po sa inyong lahat, kami po ang SB19. At full support kami kay Coach Stel.
So from Stel singing in an empty room to performing in The Voice as one of the coaches. I mean, how do these things keep on happening to them? As they continue their quest, they released their
Karma.
Pagtatag trailer on April 2023.
They have really good
Everyone
karma.
was blown away because the whole thing felt like a movie. The crazy thing about it is that most of the effects they used were practical, including this big explosion.
3, 2, 1. Walk. Nice.
It's literally explosion.
Sheesh, that was dangerous for sure. A month later, they dropped Gento.
Oh, that's such a good song.
This song took over social media and became SB19's biggest song alongside Mappa because of its clever and meaningful lyrics and easy-to-dance choreography. A couple of weeks later, SB19 announced their departure from Show BT and dropped the full Pagtatag EP, which includes the catchy Gento,
Yeah, I'm gonna see you later.
Still had me shook.
the sensual
Still
I
had me
Want
shook in
You,
that music video.
the battle cry Trim Zone,
Now how we run. We go hard like we lose gun. We're crimson on the sun, slicing, dicing it.
The heart-wrenching Ilaw.
Oh my god, I'm getting so spoiled. Stop. I'm getting so spoiled.
The heartwarming Liham.
Liham sa pag-ibig ko.
And the uplifting Freedom.
No, stop.
The whole EP was so good that it immediately entered the music charts. Because of this, SB19 got invited to local game shows like Family Feud.
Stel, anong huli mong ginawa bago ka umalis ng bahay kanina?
Nagbanyo.
Anong ginawa mo sa banyo?
Nagwiwi.
Umihi. Survey.
Wala! Tapos ilang 100 kayo, mali kayo.
Oh, tama.
Hindi kayo umiiwi. Kaya may stick kayo sa bato.
And I can see your voice.
Wait a minute.
I just remembered something. They were also invited here back in the Go Up era. Some fans were saying that one of the show's host Jobert was mocking Josh's hair.
Yung pinaka-hit nila, yung love song na kanta nila, ano, why is our hair black, yours is white? Katayin mo, kuya! Nag-umpisa tayo.
What do you guys think? Well, you decide. So going back, SB19 also performed in different new time shows, except it's showtime because of this incident.
Geto.
Anong sayo yan?
Geto.
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 SB19.
SB19.
Let's go. Bawal na raw.
Bawal?
Naningin na sila. Naningin na. Oo, bawal na daw. O hindi, mamaya sa labas.
Hindi ba good promo yun for the music industry? Ay, ganun na pala.
Pero
Sayang.
mamaya po.
Thank you.
Sa labas.
This triggered fans, bashers, and musicians, making this issue explode. One side says it's the artist's.
Wait, sorry. I'm curious now.
Sa labas.
This triggered fans, bashers.
But like, it's not even them though. Like, usually it's the company. Like Josh's new music video, 1999. Someone told me that somebody told me that my reaction to his music video will probably get blocked, but his was Sony. Like that music video is through Sony. They are so strict about copyright. I always get blocked by them. Like, it's not the artists themselves though. Like,
and musicians making this issue explode. One side says it's the artist's right to collect royalty, while the other calls them greedy. Despite the issue, SB19 kept going. They were so unstoppable that even technical issues couldn't even hold them back.
Like anytime I react to something on my channel and it ends up getting blocked, I never blame the artist. It's usually either like, because they tell you, like, whenever you upload a video and it gets blocked, they'll tell you who exactly is blocking it. Like, if they, like, honestly, like, some performances, like, especially in the K-pop industry, like, the music shows that they go on, like, say, if a K-pop group goes on, like, Mnet or SBS or, you know, Inkigayo, like, whatever it may be, those, even though technically the rights of the song belong to the company and the group, the place where they performed also has their own copyright that they can put on the performance itself. So they can, even if the company is not blocking me, the music show is blocking me. Like, so there's like so many different layers to copyright and royalties and like trademarks. Like, there's just so much layering to it that I will never fully understand. But it'll tell you like that it was Sony Records that blocked it, that, you know, a lot of my SB19 reactions have been getting blocked in Russia. So it can also be blocked by countries because Russia is super, super strict about their own copyright and the types of media that is being shown on, you know, online in Russia. Like, they control that. So that's also an issue. Like, there's just so many different layers to it that like why are you putting the blame on the group themselves? Like, that's just insane to me. Like, there's just so many things going on. Whatever. I don't get that one, sorry. But that's not SB19's fault. Lip sync left the earth. They really straight up just performing the whole song without music.
No real shit to do this all day. So they come and tell me to let go back. Yes, I do it with the harder wrong play. Well, I'm home court.
I'm telling you, like, they're going off.
And then, it was time for them to take over as they kicked off their Pagtatag tour locally and internationally.
Good for them, bro. Deserved.
The entire tour was a big success, so when SB19 came back home, they wanted to give back to their fans by organizing an event that was more intimate and full of interactions.
I was gonna say, that wouldn't surprise me. Because it's like, as much as like I love like seeing groups in these big arenas like this and that so many people can go see them all at once, you do lose that intimacy of like connecting with your fans in those big arenas and stuff. So like it doesn't surprise me that they would want to do something that was like more, you know, connecting them with the fans.
Towards the end of the event, they revealed their Freedom music video.
Aww.
And while watching it, every member seemed to be having a flashback and started becoming emotional.
Sobrang punong-puno po ng kasiyahan yung heart ko ngayon. Kasi hindi namin akalain na abot kami ng 5 years. Tapos, itong 5th year, parang parang pag nagtatrabaho ka kasi, parang lagi mong iniisip yung dream mo, ginagawa mo yung best mo, masyado kang focus sa work, nakakalimutan mo, i-appreciate yung mga maliliit na bagay, and syempre yung mga bagay na sinishare nyo sa bawat isa.
Ken, happy birthday. Marami mo ning mga tuiga nga hingabot. Ginaot ko nga ang Ginoo tatagpan nimo og dugang mga tuigan sa imong kinabuhi. Pero nasayon ko nga ang Ginoo ng proteksyon labaw sa tanan nimo sa imong mga kauban, sa imong mga fans, sa imong mga staff, sa tibuok grupo nimo sa SB19. Ang imong birthday celebration, kulang kung magtiwala mi sa imong giliran ng celebrate. Gawas pa ni ana na nagpo mo nga dili sa among mga kamot nga kami ang nalaga sa inyo ha. Nantutog na ko nagpo mo sa inyong apuhan. Pero bisan pa ni ana nasayod ka o nasayod ang Ginoo nganong naami din sa Ignacio ng inabuhi sa Malaysia tungod sa atong pagkapobre, tungod sa atong pagkawala-wala.
Ba't ka nag-breakdown?
Hindi po, kasi po, yun nga po, parang ang tagal na rin na walang nangyayari sa amin. Dapat ang pag-usap namin ng parents ko talaga is mag-stop na ako sa training. Mag-work na po ako after graduation.
Hanggang ngayon, hindi mo pa rin nakikita yung tatay mo?
Opo, never po. Recently po parang may nagpakilala po sa akin na kapatid po ng father ko. Kasi daw po, wala na daw sa katino ang isip. So, nag-move on na lang po.
Aww. Josh?
Kasi hindi alam ng mga tao yung hirap na pinagdaanan namin. Kaya pag nakakarinig kami ng talagang matatak talaga sa isipan namin, lalo na siguro kay Steve.
Kasi pumunta ako doon, kumbaga, para ipakita ko na yung skill ko. Pero, kahit anong try mo, yun talaga pa rin yung napapansin ng mga tao.
SB19, I've gone through some tough times for sure. But the toughest thing was yet to happen.
Before mabuo yung pagtatagin yung once, sobrang dami namin pinagdaanan, challenges, problem. And yung SB19 mismo na name, alam niya sa problem siya talaga.
Fans have recently observed alterations on their social media accounts and promotional materials, notably the absence of the name SB19.
Most of their Asian tour concerts got cancelled last minute, which angered some fans. It was also revealed that SB19 were allegedly mistreated during their stay in their previous company. Despite all the speculations, they stayed silent for a month until 1Z Entertainment announced that they have finally reached an agreement with ShowBT that would allow them to use the SB19 brand again. Multiple articles were saying that SB19 regained ownership of the brand, but those were fake news. ShowBT still owns the name and just allowed the group to use it in exchange for a cut from their income, which is a significant blow to SB19's finances. This was made even more apparent in SB19's recent TikTok live when Justin said this.
Live namin nung nag-1Z kami. Gaganda nung live namin. Tapos ngayon live tayo, di ba? Alam niyo na. Bakit hindi ko alam?
Justin was pretty much pointing out the difference between their live streams before and after the legal issues, because there was a clear decline in quality, which might have been the result of less financial capability. Despite all of it, they still signed the agreement. For them, it wasn't all about the money anymore. It was all about the love for their craft and especially for their fans.
That's
So one day after the end of the worst setback,
Next is the pioneer of P-pop. It's SB19.
comes their best global comeback.
Filipinas! Works on the bits on no later. I woke up and baked their potato. Got carved shaped me for major. But I say we not mediocre. Tell me what you see. I'm Gucci, but don't look like you listen with me. I'm moving.
That's a really good performance, by the way.
Derek. Bang, bang, bang. Yo.
SB19 opened the show in the best way the fans could ever imagine. The biggest artists who attended the event couldn't even hide their amazement. Not only that, because they also received not just one, but two major awards, putting their name SB19 and the Philippines on the map, proving that they are indeed worthy of the nickname the P-Pop Kings.
Noon po, pangarap lang po namin ang makapag-release ng kanta, pero ngayon nasa harap niyo na po kami at tumatanggap ng award. Sa aming pinakamamahal na 18, maraming salamat sa walang sawang suporta, sa pagmamahal, sa pagtsatsaga at sa pag-aantay sa amin. Inuulit po namin itong award na to hindi lang para sa amin, para sa ating lahat to. And of course, we are very happy and we're very honored to represent and to showcase the Filipino music all around the world. Muli kami po ang SB19. Maraming salamat po.
So what have we learned from their story so far? For me, if someone wants to become a king, they have to live like one from the beginning. Living like a king isn't about enjoying a comfortable life full of luxury. It's all about daring yourself to dream. They were not born winners, but they built themselves to win. From being fans of their idols to becoming one themselves. We don't even realize that SB19 have always been living like kings all along. And they have been sitting on their throne, which is the destiny of their own. And their legacy
is their kingdom, or what we call today as fandom. Let us make way, because
you are now in the presence of a king.
This is such a vibe. Okay, that was really fun. I thoroughly enjoyed the whole docu-series. Like, it was genuinely so good. Like, Casual Chuck, great job on the editing and everything. Appreciate it so much. I really loved, like, I don't know, the detail and like all of the information and, you know, the sad parts and the funny parts and, you know, the full in-depth you know, overview of like their journey and stuff like that. And I know you guys told me that, like, you know, they've had like a very like hectic and struggle, you know, to get to where they are now. And I never fully understood like what exactly that entailed, but now that I do, I'm just like I'm blown away at their perseverance and like how hard they have worked and how much effort they have put in to get where they are today. And the fact that they're still fighting too, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, they made it to AAA and yeah, they're, you know, doing world tours, but, you know, unfortunately there's always going to be haters in the world. I wish we lived in a world I wish we lived in a world in which that was not the case. But yeah, it's really unfortunate and it is what it is. But I've now connected with SB19 on a deeper level. I feel like I already really enjoyed their music, and I've already gotten a bit of an idea of their personalities just by like watching little things here and there, but now I have a way better understanding. And I definitely feel like I'm an 18 already, for sure. Like, I feel like the groups that I became part of the fandom very quickly. Like, Ace, B2B, GOT7, like, they were no-brainers for me. Like, I became a fan of theirs very, very quickly, and I feel like SB19 is very much the same. I kind of know, like, immediately if I vibe and stuff like that, so that was really fun. I enjoyed that a lot. I know a lot of you guys recommended their vlogs and stuff like that, and I'd absolutely love to watch those because I think that'll just, you know, show me more of their, you know, off-the-cuff, you know, humor and their personalities and stuff like that, so I'm excited for that. And again, I did not come to a bias at all. Very much did not decide a bias at all through that whole thing. But yeah, anyways, I have a Christmas Twitch Live coming up soon. Well, I might do 2 of them, to be honest with you. And I know there's quite a few SB19 recommendations on, you know, the Christmas themed list that I'm really, really excited to get to. So I hope you guys can join. And if not, that's okay. I will post my Twitch Live on my Patreon for free, as always. But yeah, that was really enjoyable. I loved everything about this docuseries and how informative it was. And I learned a lot. So, alright guys, that is it for me. I hope you enjoyed my commentary. I hope you enjoyed the roller coaster that I personally went on as I watched this, because I very much went from like wanting to punch people's faces to crying to laughing. It was very fun though, I'm not gonna lie. Alright guys, that is it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction, and I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, be yourselves, and have a good day. Bye guys.